Hi, sixth graders. We're on lesson 11.1 and 11.2, which is area of parallelograms, triangles, and trapezoids. So our learning target is being able to find the area of those figures, parallelograms, triangles, and trapezoids, and also being able to find the length of a missing side given the area. So label the top of your page, 11.1 and 11.2, with area of parallelograms, triangles, and trapezoids. And then right below, you're going to want to have both of these formulas. So there's 3 formulas that you need to write down by the end of this video. So area of a parallelogram is base times height, which is just like if it's a square or a rectangle or something like that. So we take the base, and then the height of a parallelogram is the distance from the one base to the, like we could say the bottom base to the top base in that straight line. So we don't look at this side right here. It's the height of the parallelogram. So base times height. If we think of a parallelogram and we break it into half or into 2 parts, then it would be 2 triangles, we can see, even though that's not a very good straight line. This is a triangle, and this is a triangle. So the area of a triangle is basically the area of a parallelogram divided by 2. So it would be base times height divided by 2. So make sure you have this written down and maybe circle it, and then this written down and circle that. So if we're given this parallelogram, and this is our base, this is our height, then our area, we take 8.75 times 5.25, because it's base times height. So we have 8.75 times 5.25 is 45. And we're going to round it to the nearest hundredth, so it would be 45.94, and since it's area, it's centimeters squared. Here I'm going to take my base, which is 12. My height is this right here. Actually, even though this is outside of our parallelogram, this height right here is the same exact height as if it was here or if it was here. So this is 12 times 10. That 11.5 is disregarded right now. 12 times 10 is 120, and then because it's area, it's inches squared. If we are given these triangles with these dimensions, remember a triangle, the area is base times height over 2, or base times height divided by 2, or it's also the same. You could write it as 1/2 times base times height. That might be a little bit easier for you. So base times height, this is our base, this is our height, so it's going to be 9 times 8, and then divide it by 2. So we have 72 divided by 2, and we get 36 centimeters squared. And then for this triangle, this is our base, this is our height. So we take 4.35 times 5, which is 21.75. We divide it by 2, so we get 10.88. We'll round it to the nearest hundredth. 88 feet squared. If the base of a parallelogram is 5 inches, so this is our base, 5 inches, and the area is 30 inches, what is the height? So we know that the area is 30, because if we write it out like this and we plug in what we are given, A equals B times H, base times height, we're given that the area is 30, we're given that the base is 5, and we are looking for the height. We know that we can divide both sides by 5. 30 divided by 5 is 6. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, so it leaves h alone. 6 equals h. So the height then is h equals 6 inches. And we don't square it because this 30 inches should be squared actually. Our area is squared, and then our measurements for our base and height is not squared. And then the last formula that you need to write down for this video, area of a trapezoid, is 1/2 times the height multiplied by the sum of base 1 and base 2. So basically we add together our bases, multiply it by our height, and then multiply it by 1/2 or divide it by 2. So this is base 1. This is base 2. And then this is our height. So we are going to take 1/2 times 5 times 6 plus 4, and then we simplify. 6 plus 4 is 10, times 5 is 50, so we have 1/2 times 50, again because we do inside our parentheses first. This is a 6. 10 times 5 is 50, 1/2 times 50 equals 25, and its area, so it's centimeters squared. So sometimes trapezoids look a tad differently, like this one on the right here. So let's do this one together, and then I'm going to have you pause me and try this one on the right. So we have 1/2. This is our height. This is our base 1. This is our base 2. So 1/2 times 5, and then in parentheses 10 plus 7.5. So 10 plus 7.5 is 17.5 times 5 is 87.5. So we have 1/2 times 87.5, and then we get 43.75 inches. If you want to go ahead and pause me and solve for the area of the trapezoid right here, go ahead and then come back and check your answer. So this trapezoid is flipped on its side. So this is actually our height. This is our base 1. It doesn't matter which one you label. And this is our base 2. Our bases are the sides that are parallel. So remember, a trapezoid has one pair of parallel sides. That is our base 1 and base 2. And then our height is the distance between the two bases, the straight line between the two bases. So that is something you might want to add on up to your formula if it helps you to remember the one side of parallel sides. See how these two over here are parallel? These ones are parallel, so it makes that our base 1 and base 2. So we take 1/2 times 3 times 5 plus 6. I know that 5 plus 6 is 11, times 3 is 33, so 1/2 times 33. 33 divided by 2 is 16.5, and its area, so again, it's units squared, so it's 16.5 feet squared. Okay, make sure you log into NICU and take the 11-1/11-2 NICU quiz. Have your notes with you in class tomorrow, and have a super evening.